Hello everyone, welcome back to Populous from the beginning. It's been a while. It's not my fault. It's his fault, honest. Don't get my homework. Anyway, here's a really long video to make up for it. For one of my favouriteest levels in the world. It's Bloodlust. And as you can see, we don't really have the best starting position as far as things go, because there's very few wildmen, very few trees. And over the ridge, hello Matic. You're right next to us again. Oh, I love it when we're right next to each other. It's a very large, barren, empty planet. And
I take it that's not great for building up an army.
Not really. We don't have any wildmen, we don't have any trees, and everyone but us starts with quite the settlement
Basically
already.
A full city, let's call it.
Yeah, they've got themselves quite the size already. And we've got nothing, as is the normal. So we've got some work to do.
I take it that's part of this video's 40-minute length.
Mostly, yeah, because we have to take down each of the settlements, one by one. And over the water is another stonehead. There's quite a few stoneheads in this level, but we're not going to really be going to much of them, because the enemy also likes going to them as well. So it's a very big world, as you can see. So
it's a lot of land, more than the other videos I've been on.
So, well, might as well get started. Start with our reincarnation site. Building down some plans. We don't want to build too much, because if we do, then we'll run out of trees, and that's always a bad thing.
Yeah.
But we also need to convert as many wildmen as we can, because there's hardly any of them here.
Take what you can with.
Yeah,
with
pretty
what you can,
much.
basically.
So, oh yeah, we need to introduce you, don't we?
Oh yeah, Dirty Deeds done. I think they recognise it from the alternate videos.
Yeah, because people totally watch those.
You promised me they would.
They do, kind of, for the most part. But, yeah, you're joining me on this extra long extravaganza because I do not feel like talking to myself for 40 minutes.
It's understandable.
Yeah, so as you can see, there isn't really much wildman anywhere, and there's a few trees by the waterside, and that's really about it. So
gotta make these stretch trees pretty far.
Yeah. So we're going to be building up our settlement slowly, but we also need to be somewhat quick because the game starts to realizes that it's like in level 16 out of like 24 or so, and it realizes that it should probably stop kicking your ass around about now. So it does so. Things start to get...
I guess if you drag your heels too much, there's a army waiting to come over that ridge.
Yeah. The game does start getting a bit tougher from this moment on. So, basically, just building up a base, and the stonehead that was quite near our starting position, only takes 6 guys to pray at, gives us the temporary spell of Bloodlust. And Bloodlust is kind of a useful spell, but we only get the one shot from that stonehead, so it isn't too useful.
Why is that on fire?
Oh, because Shaman cast lightning on it, of course.
Oh, right.
She's just having a stroll through the enemy settlement. I don't know what she's doing, but she just is. She's just having a nice little stroll.
I see.
Just to kill that guy and then walk back. AI, I don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, the enemy is a bit weird in this level. But the enemy will start praying at this stonehead.
You might say they have a bit too much bloodlust.
Kind of. But that's what you get when you pray at this stonehead. The stonehead that we got only gave us one use, but this stonehead gives us unlimited uses. Unfortunately, the enemy also gets unlimited uses of it. But they don't actually use the spell in the level. They just pray at the stonehead just to stop you from praying at it.
I see.
And they get rather annoyed if you pray at it. So I'm not going to, because it's just too much hassle and it's too far away. And I try and kill them, but kind of miss. I took too long.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of. But this is like a few minutes into the level and already they're attacking us. So it's a good thing that I've got a basic force, but I haven't really been able to build very much because, of course, there's barely any trees.
Yeah, obviously.
I haven't even been able to build my Fire Warrior training hut just yet. Also, enemy creatures are arseholes because they will constantly try and stop your other creatures, and that stops them from kind of getting battled. because they just keep moving out of the way. It's very annoying. But eventually they die.
And it's just waiting for the next wave, I guess. And
Yeah.
as you build up.
Yeah, the Dakini are building up camp there. They've built a guard tower, they've got some patrols, they're doing quite nice. And just having a little overview of each of the 3 settlements. They've been building themselves up quite a bit. Matic don't really have many trees. The Chimera have gotten rather large.
Yeah, that's like twice the size of the other settlements.
Yeah, and the Dakini have a slight habit of whenever they're attacked or about to attack, they kind of group by that guard tower next to the water. That will come into play a little bit later. But also, a nice little thing is that the enemy attack each other for a change. Usually they just attack you and just, you know,
Yeah.
that's it. But they have fun with each other, which is a nice change of pace.
So can they like actually completely wipe each other out?
Kind of. They tend to just, you know, just butt heads against each other and then, you know, chip off a bit here and there, but...
Just a lot of posturing and, you know, big talk.
Yeah, but most of the time they don't really do too much damage. So, after a while the Matic will start building balloons and then come over and say hi. But we need balloons for ourselves. And,
Of course, you can't let them have air superiority, that just won't do.
yeah. Thankfully Fire Warriors are fairly good. And getting our Shaman into a balloon is very helpful because that allows her to move around a lot quicker.
Just start bringing lightning down from a balloon.
Yep, definitely. And the Matic decide to have a little go at the Stonehead. Just for the hell of it. But then we get bored and just wander off.
Plus that guard tower wasn't doing him any favours.
Yeah. So, my settlement is doing alright. I haven't really been building too much over the course of a level. But, yeah, that's what happens when you go and disrupt their Stonehead. They don't like it too much.
Let's call it a swift and brutal counter-attack.
Yeah. And the Matic Shaman was over here for some reason. I don't really know why. She just was just over there and then got killed, I think. I don't really know what happened. But I can probably guess...
This is why you keep your Shaman in balloon.
Yeah, but I can probably guess because of the way that the Matic are now heading towards our tribes that she was trying to attack us by going the long way around. I don't really understand why, because there's like just a wall in between us and her, so I don't know why she isn't just going through the wall, but whatever. The Chimera Shaman come over and say hi and
Sort of
do a bit of damage.
Bit of the,
Yeah.
But the red fellas.
Yeah. And then, now this is a rather interesting situation where you have 2 enemy preachers converting a small group of enemies. Is that one side will get converted, and then they'll immediately go and...
get converted back.
Yeah, so it will be a constant back and forth for, like, forever, unless you stop them.
It just reminds me of trying to wage, like, faith war in Civilization 5.
Yes, I vaguely know what you're talking about there. But, yeah, this is what I mean by the Matic attacking me by going the long way around for some reason. As you can see, they're a bit direct in their movements, so you can probably tell where they're going, because they tend to go in rather straight lines.
Sort of as the crow flies.
Yeah. So... they're just attacking us through them, which is a bit silly, but, you know, AI. Because usually she would take down the ridge, but I'm guessing she doesn't have uses of a road for some reason, because she hasn't charged it or something.
Yeah.
It's a bit strange, but they break through, and they're ready to now attack us. But, unfortunately...
I meant to ask, with the tribe gathering by the tower by the water, do they always do that, like, or is it just this run?
Yeah, pretty much. It's basically when they attack, they, like,
So it's like every time, but not just this run?
Yeah, pretty much every single time they just gather at the, gather by the water, just as a kind of, like, grouping up point. Like, every single time. Seriously.
That's weird.
It's what the AI does. They do it they do it with every, tower the shaman is at, but there's also a way to really cheese that.
And just wander over when they're gathering and sort of...
Yeah. They're not going to recover from that at all.
No, that was a lot of men you just drowned.
Yeah, that's a cheesy way of doing it. It's not something that I really should do, but I do have lots of fun doing it, so I don't really care. This level is very long, so any kind of opportunity I get
any time-saving methods is they're recommended.
Yeah, and the thing is, the guys will still try and regroup by that tower, but it's over the water.
Yeah.
So we're just going to stand there and go, well, I can't get to that bit. So the game counts the enemy as stuck, which means they'll slowly lose health, just so that no follower can truly get stuck on the landscape or anything like that, because they'll just die. So you'll never get, like, an enemy stuck in some landscape and you can't reach them, they can't reach you, making levels unwinnable. They will eventually die.
Yeah.
But they just stand there and just go, oh, we can't go there anymore. Oh, guess we'll just die.
Just
it was
hang around until they starve to death, basically.
Yeah, it was 1998, you know. And the Matics still want to go through the Chimera to get to me. I don't really know why, but whatever. And then she casts Tornado and sucks up most of her force. I don't know.
The enemy shamans don't seem very responsible with her magic.
No, that's the thing, because the Chimera, the Matic even, she likes casting Swamp. Usually in front of her own guys, which is, always hilarious when we just kill their own attack force.
Oh my. That's not how you win a war.
No. But then again, 1998. That works. There we get another blue. Pretty nice. And finally, she actually sinks the ridge. Unfortunately, the Chimera are also attacking at the same time, so I'm being attacked by two different guys, which is kind of annoying, because I now have to deal with that. And I kind of pause just to say, okay, I'm being attacked on this side, I'm being attacked by that side. I need to deal with this somehow. So, best to get them out of the balloons, because only my Fire Warriors can attack them, so Swarm does that quite nicely. Mm-hmm. Because ground-based insects make people jump out of balloons.
They've got really, strong, I guess it's not quite arachnophobia, but...
Yeah, insectophobia or whatever.
It's got a fancy name, but I don't know.
Yeah. And then whilst I'm doing this, being distracted by the Matic, it's like, oh yeah, the Chimera are, ready to attack me. I should probably get over and do something about that.
They seem pretty content to just chill out on the balloons over the lake.
Yeah, I try casting Swarm and it kind of works, but not really. Because of the way that some of the enemies have got that yellow aura around them, that makes some spells bounce off and be cast somewhere else. It's called Magical Shield. It is kind of useful. I can't lightning that guy, because it will just bounce off and go somewhere else. So I have to manually have my preachers go over and disrupt him. So this is a tactic they start using, but there are a few ways around that. But hey, now we've got plenty of balloons.
Yeah, that's a fleet.
Yeah. And then the Massacre are trying to attack me again, but I don't really care.
Yeah, they can be dealt with fairly easily.
Yeah, it's called Swamp. The most broken, overpowered spell in the entire game. And then my shaman gets caught on balloons a bit, so she takes a while getting out of there, unfortunately.
You've now got too many balloons, you can't. There's logistic issues here.
Yeah.
I do enjoy when you start swarming everyone and just all the screaming and the running.
Yep, pretty much. I do love the screams of my enemies.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, but you need to stop the guys freaking converting my followers. Stop it now. It's annoying. I take my anger out.
Is it only the Chimera who are using the magic shield this map then?
Yeah, the yellow guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't want that open ridge anymore, so let's stop that. It's fairly easy enough to patch up, and the enemy...
That's still really cool.
Yeah. The enemy...
the terrain like that is just really cool.
Yeah, I do like that aspect. I don't really try and modify it too much, because, that's how the level is meant to be played. And also because how the level is... What you're given to begin with is fine enough in order to take down each level, so I don't really see the need in order to alter things. But, yeah, you can do anything you want.
So I probably just use it a whole bunch because it looks really cool to do.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It really is. It's so good to change levels in that many ways. Also, the Matic are kind of being a bit destroyed here, but
I see that. Did the other I've forgotten the name again. The Red Clan.
Dakini.
Yeah, they just basically a non-issue at this point because
Kind of. They did lose quite a lot of their force.
And what's left has sort of got a broken AI now.
Kind of, yeah. So the Dakini aren't going to be threatening for the rest of the level.
So it's just a matter of, I guess those will be steamrolled over last.
No, actually, I'm going to get rid of them first, just to show off that our shaman is rather powerful at this point. She has most of her spells, and I plan on using them quite a bit.
I can imagine that'll go quite well.
Yeah, I'm actually going to destroy the Dakini using just my shaman. It'll take a little bit of time, but
and wizards are OP.
Yeah. So let's just destroy their building there. Depending on the building, you have to kind of aim where the tornado spell will kind of be cast.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it will like flat out miss for some reason. It's a little bit weird. You kind of have to aim to the specific areas. But my main thing is to get rid of all the fire warriors because they're the only ones that can actually hurt my shaman.
Hit the shaman in the balloon.
Yeah. As you can see, she takes 2 hits from the fire warrior and just dies. So once all the fire warriors are out of the way, then she can pretty much...
It's basically just rain death upon them until there's nothing left.
Yeah, pretty much. And the Matic are having a little snap at the stone head. All 3 tribes actually get a chance at the stone head for some reason, but none of them use the Bloodlust spell. Even I don't use the Bloodlust spell because there's just one use and it's not really all that useful.
What exactly does it do?
It basically makes your enemies like really, really strong. I'm going to show it off in the alternative video, but I didn't really see the point of doing it because you only get 1 use. Also, I really like Earthquake.
Just sinking. You basically just sank most of the Dakini.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky and also like properly aim. And I'm not hugely brilliant at aiming it as well, but sometimes I just get really lucky. So you kind of stop them from, because they're attacking me again.
Yeah. You don't want that stuff to sort of burn down.
Yeah. Also, Swamp OP. It just kills 10 enemies exactly. And it's also
no questions asked, just 10 men now dead.
Yep, and it also doesn't get redirected from Magical Shield, which makes it even more overpowered.
I honestly just feel like you'd aim one tornado at that guy just to be a dick.
Yeah, I mean, tornado is a really good building killer. And, if we destroy the huts, they can't spawn any more guys.
I just looked at first, you'd aim at just one guy just to be a dickhead.
Yeah, that can be kind of useful, and I think I do use that a couple of times just for the hilarity factor. And, yeah, they're looking a little bit
decimated.
Yeah. They've also they built their own guard tower, like the Dakini did. It's kind of weird the way they just set up camp there. And then, because I wasn't paying attention, I got killed, which was rather unfortunate, but, oh well. I think that was their last fire warrior.
The damage has sort of been done.
That was kind of their last fire warrior, but they didn't really seem too keen on building anything else.
Why bother? You'll just run over and burn it down.
Yeah.
Or chuck it up.
So, they're pretty much gone. I mean, now that there's only a few of them left, we're now starting to rush towards my shaman. So, best kill them. And just a couple more left. And that will be it for the Dakini. That's one tribe out of the way. It just makes things so much easier.
Yeah. So who's next on the old hit list?
Usually when you're trying to decide which ones to go for, it's usually go for the ones which attack you most first, and then go for the quietest one last.
You see. But you went for one that was basically incapable of doing anything first this time.
Yeah, but basically because I crippled them completely, I figured, whilst I'm here, I might as well annihilate them. And also just to show off about how powerful the shaman really is. So, the next tribe on the agenda is going to be the Matuk, because they're right next to us, and also they tend to attack us fairly frequently. And then some more enemy-on-enemy shenanigans, because that's always hilarious to watch. Yeah. Because usually...
I guess you'd want to do it, like, just attack just after the Chimera finish attacking.
Yeah. But usually the shaman, when they attack, usually has an agenda. They'll usually destroy a number of buildings or cast a number of spells and then walk back. So it's usually kind of interesting to watch exactly what the shaman will do and see exactly how she'll... yeah, because now she's all done. She'll now head back to the thing if she wasn't getting knocked out of the balloon. But Details.
Good work, job well done. Off I go.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just after a certain amount of spells, she'll just go. And I'm running out of spells to really charge up, and I don't really want to charge up Firestorm because it uses up a lot of mana, but it's one of the best spells in the game.
Well, yeah, but makes sense. Costs a lot, is really good.
Yeah. But because it's so mana intensive, I usually don't end up charging it. Which is a shame, because it's a really good spell, but I will always argue that Swamp is just the best spell. But since I've got most of my spells charged up, might as well make the...
Might as well start burning them down.
Yeah. Basically, the best thing to really go for destroying a tribe is to soften them up first with your shaman, and then send in the forces afterwards. Yeah. Which is always fun. And now they're going... They don't really like me attacking, so they're now going to charge after me if they get the chance. You know, once I stop destroying them.
Yeah. Once, the fire and tornadoes kind of cool down for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, they're now sending over troops and also to, attack me, but... to move out of the way, then... nope, they still got me. Oh.
Nah.
This happens quite a bit when I'm in a bloom with a shaman. I usually get fairly reckless and then just die. But it's not really that big a deal. As long as I still have the blue, I don't really mind.
But now it's down to man-to-man combat, which, to be honest, I find less entertaining to watch than sort of, just lightning and fire everywhere.
Yeah, that is a lot of fun, but there's only so much that lightning and fire can do.
Really? Is there?
Well, it'd take a while, because you have to wait for all your spells to charge up again before you can do another assault. And there's only so many useful spells that you can use. Such as Tornado and Lightning are really good ones. And then there's Earthquake. But those are the only real, good ways of destroying an enemy tribe.
Yeah.
And as you can see, even though I'm actually, technically using a tornado on the...
That's just weaving in between buildings.
Yeah, you have to actually, aim for the big place where they build the balloons in order to actually destroy it. And then they start trying to attack me again. There's always usually a warrior that comes after you going, "Oi, stop that." But since it's in a balloon, not big deal. And they're being attacked again. Well, it's up to me then. And then I try and be snazzy with a road, but I'm not very good at casting a road, I've got to say. It's a bit tricky to really...
aim it where you want it.
Yeah, because it kind of sinks a huge area. And I'm always thinking, oh, if I cast it next to the water, then, that'll sink it down. But nope, doesn't really work. It's best to cast it far away from water, because then it will, connect to any nearby water.
Yeah, and then collapse everything around it.
Yeah, so I do pretty well. I sink 2 buildings, which is a lot more than I usually do. But yeah, the Matic aren't doing too hot anymore.
No. Yeah, that's considerably less buildings than they had when you started this.
Yeah. I'm thinking, ooh, that's a nice little thing, but don't really get a chance to attack them too well. And then we realise, oh wait, we're under attack, quick, everyone back to positions. It's okay, whatever. And then Swamp OP. I use Swamp a lot more than I really should, but I don't care because it's such an amazing spell.
I like it, people just fall over.
Yeah, and any time the Shaman reincarnates, she always returns back to that guard tower. So she can just walk into that swamp and just kill herself again. It's pretty hilarious how bad the Shaman is at just walking into
death.
Yeah, pretty much. And this always tends to happen whenever I see a group of Braves. I try and cast lightning on them. They always move away just before I hit them. It's rather annoying.
Never learnt to dodge lightning, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just really bad at timing. Oh well. But yeah, there we go. The Matic Shaman just walked into the swamp. Yeah, the rest of the video is now going to be us destroying the Matic and then the Chimera. That's basically why the level is so long, because we have to take down each of the 3 tribes one by one. Yeah. It just takes a lot of time. The level's really big, and their settlements are really big. I mean, the Chimera settlement is absolutely huge. I don't think any other tribe in any other level ever gets to that size. It is insane how big they get, but they just have the space in order to do so.
Yeah, and half of it's pre-built, to be honest, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, even Pneumatic didn't have all that much to begin with, and they've got quite a large base now. I mean, I finished building my settlement about 20 minutes before I really started attacking with the Kini.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of time I've just been just sitting around, just building up my forces. Anyway, stop attacking my settlement, you bastards. I'm attacking your settlement. You've got your priorities wrong. And also, you know, range is like really bad because that preacher was converting my warriors right next to my preachers, and they didn't even notice. It's like, it's annoying. The AI is really dumb in this game, but whatever.
As long as it can put up at least a decent fight.
Yeah. I need to make sure this shaman is out of the way, because Swarm really makes things rather annoying to deal with.
I imagine it's difficult when you can't really direct you guys.
No, but it kind of works in a way by having your followers a bit more spread out across the settlement, so it kind of works to an advantage, but sometimes it just makes things really difficult to deal with. So yeah, now we just gotta basically destroy them. And also make sure they don't have any training huts. And things are going fairly well.
And it's just the big, but I guess it's just going to be this, but longer for the Chimera.
Kind of, but I'm going to be using a couple more, because we've got the Angel of Death spell that we got a while ago, which is always fun to use. It's always a good little companion, and they're attacking me whilst I'm attacking Pneumatic. I hate it when that happens. It's always so annoying.
They pick their moments.
I know, they always do. I'm terrible at picking the moments. Okay, I need to lay down some swamps now. Kill the shaman, kill the shaman, kill the shaman. Vaguely killed her. And then I kind of lose myself, and then I die, and then, oh god. Whoops. So, now I need to send my forces back so that my settlement has been destroyed.
Well, it's generally a good thing to try and avoid.
Yeah, because they're tearing things down fairly quickly.
That is definitely on fire.
Yeah, they do. If you let the enemy into your settlement, they will get rid of things fairly quickly. Like, they're destroying things. Which is rather unfortunate.
I can see that, yeah.
Thankfully, I think I managed to actually save my warrior training hut from being destroyed. I think. Nope, no. So close. At least my preacher hut wasn't destroyed, at least. But yeah, that's kind of annoying, because now I've got to, rebuild those forces when I attack the Chimera.
Yeah, because it's obviously a bigger force as well, so it takes more men.
Yeah, so everyone regroup, because we still need to take down the Matic. And like 20 hours later... So let's get everyone back into huts again, and then start charging up some spells, and then... there we go, we're all gone. That took a while.
So just the home stretch now.
Yep, and the Chimera have taken over the Stonehead, so everyone's been at the Stonehead. And they've built their own guard tower, so it's like... So, one tribe left. We'll whittle it down. But we need to rebuild our huts again. And build up our forces. And also get attacked by the Chimera lots, because, they've got nothing better to do with their time. Since we're the only tribe left. I think they attack me like 3 or 4 more times during this level. It's like, oh, piss off already. How many swamps do I need to use before I kill you guys? But seriously, Swamp OV.
They all just run straight into that hut.
The enemy just does not know what to do against Swamp. And then, this is kind of hilarious, but they decided to regroup before they attack your tribe over water, so they all get a bit stuck for a second. And then the AI realised, oh wait, that's a stupid idea, let's not do that. They're kind of smart in that regard, but not completely.
I felt like it was a bit too close to your hut, wasn't it?
Yeah. But anyway, time to soften up the Chimera a bit. Using my fabulous shaman. So, Swamp is also really good for patrol routes, because of course,
yeah,
the enemy will also
throw it on the patrol.
Yeah, and also the enemy will send more forces in order to replenish those...
which will then also walk into it. So
yeah, pretty much.
it's something of a vicious circle.
A delicious, delicious circle. Yep, just do.
Swamp.
I love that. Just death after death after death. It's so funny. I love this game so much. It's
I can definitely see the appeal, yeah.
it's one of the dumbest, but one of the best. And I'm also really glad that the enemy was really dumb in this level, because sometimes they're actually fairly smart about things, but
no,
not
here
this
it's just
time.
wander into swamp. Well, guess I'll just die on that coast. They ain't there anymore.
Yep. But yeah, I'm just mainly targeting the fire warriors because they're good to get rid of. And also getting rid of any training huts is also kind of useful because the enemy only has one of those at a time.
And
So-
they don't really have the trees to replenish it, I guess.
Oh, they've got plenty of trees now because the level's been going on for so long. All the trees have not been replenished back, but no one's really. I don't really need to build anything anymore, so I don't really mind that there's trees everywhere.
Yeah,
It's just at the start of the level when you have to worry about the trees,
I see.
because trees take about 5 to 8 minutes to regrow back after they've been chopped down completely. So it is a kind of good strategy to not chop down all your trees, but that requires like really micromanaging your braves to not chop down the trees, but it's just too much hassle, and I can't really be arsed with it. So, oh no, my trees all got chopped down, I'll just wait for them to replenish, because, you know, it's not really a huge deal.
No. Summer deforestation, who cares?
So, being attacked again. So we need to stop them again. But my swamps from earlier are still up, so guess what the enemy's about to do? Once
yeah,
I-
just die in a swamp.
Yeah, once I evacuate from all the blooms. But, yep, just walk in the swamp. Why not? So, we're nearly done here.
Yep,
We're just,
looks like we're gearing up for the last little.
yep, finally. And we've just built a new temple. Oh, I've just destroyed it. Oh dear.
Well,
Woe is me. So, yep. They seem to be fairly destroyed, so let's summon up dragons.
yay! I've missed the dragons.
Yeah, they're not in too many levels, but we'll get them permanently eventually.
Good.
The game does like giving you like most of the spells before half the game ends, so you have lots of time to play around with them. But like the really good spells, they like wait. They make you wait for a long time, but like
Tease them a little bit.
Yeah, tease them just here and there. So it's always good to have a nice angel just to fly around and just get rid of just every little helps, you know.
Yeah.
Just here and there. It's like, oh, you hit me with your fire. I don't like that. And it's always nice whenever you attack a tribe, they rush at you with all their forces, because that just makes things easier.
You also throw the big first one there as well, couldn't you? As they're like running towards you.
Yeah. Yeah, stop them doing that.
I assume they wouldn't sort of walk around it.
Walk around what?
A swamp if you put it down like as they're running towards you when you're attacking.
No, of course not. Why would they?
No, I can't see any reason to.
No, the enemy doesn't really consider swamps, honestly.
It doesn't seem to consider self-preservation generally.
No. Oh well.
Easy, more fun for you.
Yep. Best get rid of the shaman, because Swarm, despite being like the second spell we ever got permanently, is the most annoying spell in the world. I mean, I barely ever use it. It's only really good for getting followers out of vehicles.
Yeah.
But the enemy loves using it. Yeah, make sure they don't make any more fire warriors and destroy their fire warrior training hut. Always fun.
And now you're basically free to. The skies are yours now, basically.
Yep, pretty much. The only problem is they have a huge ass settlement, and we need to make sure to destroy these huts, because otherwise they'll just keep spawning indefinitely.
Yeah.
Because the more huts they have, the higher their population is, which means the higher chance they'll like start spawning shit. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be burning quite a few spells.
Well, why not? It's the end of the level. May as well go hog wild.
Yeah. But, okay, that's 4 uses of Swarm. That means that she's pretty much tapped out, so she's not going to be using Swarm for quite some time, which is actually kind of a good thing. Because the enemy shamans have the same spell range that you have.
Yeah.
There's no kind of uniqueness to each tribe, which
No,
I guess makes the game kind of samey.
Colours. Come on.
Yeah, I guess makes the game kind of samey, but honestly, it's not. It doesn't really make a difference. It's just a very chill out.
You've got a lot of tools, so there's enough room to
yeah, it's a very
vary strategy even within like the same. Basically, even though everyone's got the same tool set, you can like employ quite a lot of different strategies because that tool set's pretty varied.
Yeah, it's also a very nice chilly out game to just chill out and just. I mean, this level took me an hour and 20 minutes to get through, but I enjoyed like pretty much every minute of it. it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a freaking hypnotise there. It's a spell that I barely ever use because I usually forget to use it, and also because it's kind of temporary, so I don't really bother.
Yeah.
But I did say that I'd like use all the spells more often, but
You still kind of just go into that.
some of the spells are just bad. Like invisibility is something that I hardly ever use, but the enemy loves using it, obviously. But the good thing, if you hypnotise enemies, then they kind of come back to you. Kind of, I think it's a little bit weird how that works, but
their hypnosis runs out before your hypnosis runs out.
yes, that's a better way of saying it.
Yeah.
And then we just return back to my guys, thankfully. So that's one way you can counter hypnosis things. They're still spawning the things because I haven't laid down.
Got huts.
Yeah, I haven't laid down any Firestorm. Firestorm is a really good hut killer. Like, it doesn't destroy huts, but it does actually damage them, and damaging them is fun enough.
That stops them working.
Yeah. So, nearly done.
Getting to the end.
Yeah. Also, you see my guy sort of jumping on the ground a bit. That's so the enemy trying to lay down some hutlands, and they'll jump on them, and also to like cancel out the hutland, which is kind of cool. But it doesn't really make a difference because we're not really going to give them the opportunity to do so. But yeah, we need to spread out our warriors a bit so they get rid of any braves.
Yeah.
It's really just waiting until we kill them. And the last of them were over there by the Stonehead, so they're now going to rush at us.
They're now like, oh wow, our whole town's burnt down. Should probably try and deal with that.
Yeah. But, there we go. That is pretty much all of them. And as there's barely anyone left in the world, the Wildman will come back again.
Ah, right.
And they're going to try and do that, but who cares?
Just tornado your own shape, why not?
And just one brave left.
Oh, this is cruel.
And there we go. That's how you finish a level.
Dribbling a man halfway across the country.
Yep. There we go. 1 hour 19.
Wow.
It does take quite some time, but that's all we can really do. But anyway, since we're continuing on, next level is going to be Middle Ground.
Okay, well, see you next time then.
See you next time.